Now I see very profoundly why God wants us and needs us to write the vision down and make it plain when we write it down. Not just scribble scrabble something on paper that you don't even agree with. No, make it plain. Be very objective when you're writing this. Plan, beloved. Plan, plan, plan. But don't just stop there. Execute, execute, execute. In planning is a lot of discipline. And let me tell you something about life, period. It requires discipline. If you think you're going to live a life, an abundant life without discipline, you better think again. Here we are, grand and rising. Grand rising. Grand rising. Here we are, grand and rising on this beautiful and blessed, willing Wednesday rising. Okay? Beloved, as a educator, as a teacher, as an instructor, right, as someone who has to teach and instruct, I realize over the course of the years that it is very vital to plan, right? To pre-plan. That is being proactive. And when you are proactive in life, period, in any type of area in your life, when you are proactive, it brings good results. It brings great results. I am even currently in school. So those of you who don't know, I am in seminary school. And before prior to going to school again, I'm like, Lord, I'm done with school. I got my music degree. I went to school for nursing. Like, I did what I had to do and I'm done with school. But God was like, no, you're not. So now that I am obedient, said yes, and back in school, right, I realize how effective planning is. Right? So, beloved, I want to share this with you. Here is why God said, write the vision down, make it plain. That is a sense of us planning, planning. Now, does our plans always go hand in hand with the plans of the Lord? Not necessarily. God wants us to write down our plans, make it plain, and know what we desire so that when He starts to change our heart, to shift it to His desires for us, to His will for our lives, we can see His glory. We can see His character. We can see Him in a different light, in a different sense that draws us closer to Him. God is very strategic and He knows why He does the things that He does, right? It's for us to peep it. It's for us to scope it out and realize it and then draw nigh, more nigh unto Him. But beloved, write the vision down and make it plain. Now I see very profoundly why God wants us and needs us to write the vision down and make it plain when we write it down. Okay, not just scribble scrabble something on paper that you don't even agree with. No, make it plain. Be very objective when you're writing this. Plan, beloved. Plan, 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 plan. But don't just stop there. Execute, 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 right? In planning is a lot of discipline. Right. And let me tell you something about life, period. It requires discipline. If you think you're going to live a life, an abundant life without discipline, you better think again. And this is something that I had to learn by experience, had to learn by falling on my face because I thought that I could just be, careless in with the way that I thought I was planning something, or careless in the way that I was moving when it came to something God called me to do. So, beloved, I challenge you today to pre-plan, plan, and then execute. Be willing to write the vision down and make it plain. Give God something to bless. Give God something to work with and watch your life change. Discipline is the key, beloved, not motivation, but discipline. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next Grand Rising. Grand Rising.